I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this. Wave till they see sick. Do it right the first time, they all try to.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Ahead will decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks.
Come on.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Walker now on 1st and 10. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
79 Broncos. 19 Lions.
2nd and 2. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are on the board first here in this division round matchup. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st down, Lance escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Lance to throw it. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A first carry for Elijah Mitchell.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Lance looking to throw it. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Lance now on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Marcus Davenport in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. So he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lance. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. That's another one complete to Mitchell. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I've played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
And they'll go for it. Lance. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Going deep for Walker. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the 2nd quarter now from Seattle. And it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. Ambry Thomas up to make the play defensively.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Nick Bosa able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Let's go.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Finding Walker, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. And the Niners will take over possession here up at the 44.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. Room here to run. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First down, here's Mitchell. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Lance. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From midfield, here's Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Back to throw here. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
Ranger.
Looking to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Lance. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Lance now on 1st down. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the 49ers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So his struggle is just continuing here in the 1st half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. 2nd half action back underway. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Running left, here's Mitchell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 2nd and 12, Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Here's Lance to throw it. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Let's go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. This will be caught at Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 41 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. This time, the extra point up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. He'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now? We could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw again on second down. Lance. Got a man. That's Ayuk. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big gainer there on the catch and run. 37 yards.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Lance. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just...
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Javon Kinlaw coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
7 Pirates. Panther 11. 19 tight. 19 tight. Check it.
They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
70 Rangers, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Come 19, come 19.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. That's taken on the 25. Not good at all. Punt him just 24 yards there. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Okay, break.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
18
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He hits his target, Lockett. And the Seahawks are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So nothing doing there, and that'll set up second and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Walker, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extras...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Elliott now to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Niners 23, Seahawks 13.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Well, Charles, you look at this offense, they're the #1 seed, a Super Bowl favorite, but it's hard to avoid the topic that this is a rookie quarterback under center making his first ever postseason appearance. Any concern level there?
Well, I would think that...
And now here is another interception. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. 2nd and 5 now. Lance eluding the pressure right. And he will find his man Samuel. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. To throw, it's Lance. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
On 3rd and long, it's Lance. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Right back to Mitchell here.
About 3 yards there to the 27. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing his Lance on third down. Escaping the pressure right. Open man is Ayuk, complete. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 27 yards. And the Niners are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over first at their own.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, the favorites, really getting handled thus far in this divisional round and getting close to a disappointing one-and-done scenario in these playoffs. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Mustang 19, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Ken Walker. 75 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. They'll try and throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. But still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. That one looks like he'll throw here. Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions. And hold the phone now. This game isn't over yet.
Not at all. Now, get the football back. That's the first thing. However you do it, get the ball back and then manipulate the clock with your offense, because you've got to get the ball into the end zone.
And this is going to be recovered by the Hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That might give you life advice. Get some money, get some money, get some money.